Seth Rogers is with us. Seth is Sebastian's biological father, and you may have gone online and seen Seth. At first you see nothing but densely forested woodland, and then you realize it's Seth Rogers out there on foot looking for his son.
Glasses found within the past few days, can you confirm that?
There were some glasses found in the past few days.
Have you been able to identify that they were Sebastian?
We are still investigating.
Searchers recently found a pair of glasses, which they are checking to see if they belong to Sebastian.
Seth Rogers, thank you for being with us. You can find him at Sebastian Strong. Seth, tell me about the discovery of the glasses.
My volunteers found them in Gallatin at around 210 Hut Street on Monday.
Seth, no offense, but you're speaking Greek to me. Okay, where is that? Where is that in relation to Sebastian's home where he was living with his mother, Miss Proudfoot? What?
It's about 14 miles from his mom's residence. It's not in Hendersonville.
Now, Seth Rogers, you were telling me it's about 14 miles that Sebastian shared with his mother and his stepfather, the Proudfoots. Had he recently gotten new glasses, or am I seeing, Seth Rogers, his actual glasses?
They were close enough that I asked the Sumner County to bag and tag them. I mean, when I saw them through the pictures from my volunteers and they stated they couldn't get a hold of anybody, I flagged down a deputy sheriff and I told them to put on some gloves, put them in a bag, and bring them in. And that's what they did. They took pictures around the area to show where they were laying and how they were laying on the street, so they would have some type of recollection on where they were placed or left at, or however they needed. And they brought them into where our volunteers gather every morning, and chain of evidence was completed, and they took them in.
These glasses were found about 14 miles from where Sebastian resided with his mother and stepfather. A volunteer found them. Were you on the search when the volunteer found them?
I was not with the group.
Not with that group. Where then? Were the glasses out in a forested area? Were they, I heard you mention the street, were they thrown by the side of the street?
They were on the side of the road.
Is it
in
paved?
A residential area? Mm-hmm.
So, okay, you just clarified something for me. It's in a residential area, like a cul-de-sac?
I don't believe it was a cul-de-sac, but I believe it's Hutch Court, so I believe it was leading into a cul-de-sac.
If you were in a car, how long would it take you to get from where Sebastian lived with his mom to where the glasses were found?
Depending on traffic, probably about 14, 15 minutes.
You believe Sebastian has ever walked through this area?
I have no idea. I don't even know what's in the area.
I wonder if he had any friends there, but you believe these glasses are similar enough to the glasses we're seeing that you asked for them to be bagged. Were they cracked? Were they broken in any way?
No, ma'am. They had some scratch marks on the inside of the nose piece, and that was it. The lenses weren't scratched. There was no scuff marks on the outside of them.
Guys, you are hearing Seth Rogers, this is Sebastian's bio dad, speaking about a discovery this weekend, a discovery regarding Sebastian's glasses. Now, the reality is, it is a simple matter to determine if these are really his. Seth is telling us they look enough like them that they could very well be his, and they've been taken into evidence. To make sure, what we do is take the lens out and compare it to his last diagnosis and his last lens prescription to find out, are these really Sebastian's glasses? And if so, why were they there? Also, we're going to be looking for prints. We're going to be looking for any DNA at all on these glasses. What, if anything, can they tell us?
Found a pair of pants in the search area last night. After a close examination, they determined the pants are not Sebastian's.
How difficult has it been, all the noise on social media?
Oh, the rumor mill on social media has done nothing to advance this case.
We're hearing from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office after a photograph with a rumored sighting goes viral. Now, I want to show you the image. This was taken at a North Carolina rest stop in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Now, some say it looks like the missing 15-year-old from Sumner County. However, after coordinated efforts with law enforcement agencies in North Carolina, the Sheriff's Office has determined that child depicted is not Sebastian Rogers.
They were just in that spot, took a picture. They were up there to enjoy Grandfather Mountain.
Is there any leads as far as who this woman could be?
No idea who the lady is. We don't even know if she was with gentlemen or not.
So she could have just been walking.
She could have just been walking by to go to her vehicle.
He then talks about what appears to be another kid behind Sebastian.
If you scroll back out and you look down, you'll see that there's 2 feet right there.
Yeah.
And he's walking one direction, and the person that I believe to be Sebastian is walking another. They're playing on the rocks.
Tony shared his thoughts on the North Carolina photo.
Well, I mean, it's hard to refute what a father says, right?
No doubt.
I mean, he believes it's his son, then I'm going to support him in believing that. I told Seth when I first saw the picture without any AI tests done or anything like that, that I believed that it looked like Sebastian's posture. I believed that there was a strong possibility that it was him, but nobody knows like the biological mother and father. And if he says that he believes it's him, then I'm going to support him in that.
Please, it's my son. Basically, she said, these pics are my son, Josiah. Josiah. Not the missing boy, Sebastian Rogers. And that is me in the pink shirt. Please remove all posts and pics of my son and me off Facebook, please. I pray you do find your son safely.
Craddock says investigators continue to work the case daily and deal not with feelings, but facts and evidence.
We don't know what we don't know. So yes, it could play a role. There's no stone left unturned.